I know the audience has been waiting for this full team coverage on the mermaid epidemic in Washington, D.C. This is a real headline from the Washington Post. In a stressful human world, mermaiding gains popularity in the DC area. Kristen, enthusiasts say that the trend of dressing up as mermaids, taking shelfies, and swimming in pods at local pools is a unique way to escape from everyday concerns. Now, I don't condone this behavior, but what happened to good old-fashioned alcoholism?
Well, speaking of that, that police commissioner, that police chief is actually trying to blame the bartenders for over serving the
Oh,
folks. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you guys caught that, but yeah. So she's also
interesting.
not only yeah. But anyways, bringing it back to yeah, I live in like I said, Portland, Oregon. We see a lot of the bright colored hair. I feel like this is an extension of that mental illness. Someone said it best. I think it was Jordan Peterson. Those that wear all these wild things and they're wanting this attention. You think about the most poisonous frogs or the most brightly colored. When folks do stuff like this, it's almost like they're showing you that they're toxic on the outside. So it's a mental health illness, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say so. And again, I'm making a joke here when I'm talking about alcoholism, but Alma, there's so many other ways to cope with the stresses of life. Like, I get it. It's a free country, but I would just say to these people, hey, at least just don't vote. Like, maybe just take yourself out of the voting pool. What are your thoughts here?
So I looked at this from the perspective of an immigrant, and I looked at where I came from, and I'm like, wow, what a luxury, to have the ability
Yeah.
to have this as the way you cope with the real world, right? What a luxury. I grew up with rugged pragmatism because you had to, fend your way to your next meal in many cases for a lot of people. And so we didn't have the luxury to, go around in our free time to dress up and do things like this. But, I have some compassion. I'm going to say, if you need an outlet and alcoholism is not on the table, then I don't mind how you do it. But as long as they're not hurting anybody and they're finding some peace in their lives, that's good. That's good for them. I will give them some grace on that front.
Yeah.
Look
Okay.
at
Well,
you. That's nice.
I do like the point though of it seems like privilege to be able to dress up as a mermaid. Hey, yeah, other people have bigger problems in the world, but if you if you need to do that to cope with stress, by the way, they spend some spend up to thousands of dollars on their mermaid costumes, which is just again, there are charities out there that do great work that you can also use with your free time.